Good morning, everyone. Shavua Tov. But today we also wish each other Chodesh Tov, a good month, because today is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the Hebrew month of Sivan. And today is a very special day in Jewish history, because 3,335 years ago, it was today that the Jewish people arrived at Mount Sinai. And God said, this is the location that you're going to receive the Ten Commandments and the Torah. Why did God choose to give us the Torah at Mount Sinai? Says the Torah, Vayichan Sham Yisrael, the Jewish people encamped facing the mountain. And our rabbis point out that it doesn't say, and they, in the plural, rested, but in the singular. Why in the singular? Because our rabbis say that they rested facing the mountain, ki ish achad, like one person, belev achad, with one heart. It was in the merit of the unity of the Jewish people that we received the Torah. When God blessed Abraham, he said, your children will be like the stars in the heaven and the sand on the seashore. Why like the stars in the heaven and the sand on the seashore? So our rabbis explain that the quality of stars in the heaven is that each star is a light unto itself. And if stars collide, then unfortunately it is something that is destructive, because each star is meant to be a light in its own right. So too God tells Abraham, each one of your children will have their own individual uniqueness and light. On the other hand, the sand on the seashore are only effective when they stand together in a compact way. Then they have tremendous strength to resist the mighty waves of the ocean. So too the second quality of the Jewish people is that we will have unity and strength through unity. But how is it that the sand of the seashore becomes congealed and becomes cohesive? It's through the water. The water is what creates the bond between all the specks of sand on the seashore. And the rabbis famously tell us that Ein Mayim Ela Torah. The metaphor for Torah in the world is water. Water quenches the thirst. Torah quenches the thirst of the soul. Water causes everything to grow. All the potential in a person grows through the water of Torah. And so therefore God tells Abraham, your children will be like the stars in the heaven. On the one hand, they will be one and unique. Each one will have their individual light and purpose. On the other hand, they will have the strength of unity. But how will they be united? What will unite Jews? The water. What is the water? The Torah. What has united Jews for thousands of years? Only Torah. Even for 1900 years when we had no homeland, Jews around the world always felt connected to each other through the study of Torah. Torah unites families. Torah unites communities. And Torah unites Jews all around the world. That is the beauty and the joy of the holiday of Shavuot, which will begin on Thursday night with all-night learning, when we embrace the Torah and devote ourselves again to receive the Torah for the 3,335th time in Jewish history, and to connect it to our children and teach them and our grandchildren. Because the strength, the backbone, the spine, the essence of being a Jew is the study of Torah. And the more Torah we study, the more glue we have to unite us all together, because it's our singular devotion to Torah, and through the Torah to the mitzvot and to Hashem and to our fellow man and our fellow Jew. That is our strength, that is our unity. Something remarkable happened last week. We all know there was the Eurovision, and this young woman, Noah Kirill, won third place representing the state of Israel. When she was on her flight back to Tel Aviv, she was sitting next to a rabbi by the name of Rabbi Ramon, who's a very prominent scholar rabbi from the Gush Etzion community in Israel. And people kept on wishing Noah, this 22-year-old girl, Mazel Tov, congratulations. Well, Rabbi Ramon is a great scholar. He happened to be coming back from Europe, from giving Torah lectures there. He had no idea who this woman was. So finally he turned to the girl next to him and said, tell me, why is everyone congratulating you? So she told him she won third place in Eurovision representing the state of Israel. And they began a conversation on the plane, which turned into a friendship. And Noah Kirill told Rabbi Ramon that the Shabbat, the day before the big final competition, in which she came in third place, she said, my grandfather was a rabbi and a Torah scribe, a sofer. And the day before was Shabbat, I kept Shabbat. And she said it was very difficult not to turn on my cell phone for for 25 hours, but I lit my Shabbat candles. I didn't turn it on till after Shabbat, even though there was so much news going on about Eurovision and the competition and many articles about me. But I resisted the temptation. I kept Shabbat. And she said, the morning of the competition, of the Eurovision competition on Sunday morning, I got up and I said the daily prayers of blessings, thanking God. And with that, I went into the competition. Who would think that this Rabbi Ramon, a great Torah scholar with a white beard, would have anything in common with this 22-year-old pop star, singer, artist, that Rabbi Ramon never listened to or followed or even knew was in the Eurovision competition. But what bonded them together, not just on the plane, but spiritually for now and for all of eternity. And indeed, Noah said to the rabbi, can I get your contact information so that I could stay in touch with you when I have questions about Jewish tradition, Jewish law, Jewish observance? And now they started this relationship, and Noah posted a picture of her on the plane with Rabbi Ramon, proudly telling this story. What unites them? The Torah. The Torah has the ability to connect us with every Jew around the world, with our children, with our grandchildren. We could speak Torah to our grandchildren. We all study the same weekly Torah portion. Bring your children, bring your grandchildren, come with your entire families. Let's celebrate Shavuos, because that is the magnet, that is the glue, that is the strongest force in the world that always has and always will keep us united as a Jewish people. Have a wonderful day.